Everyone, it's Rita. And oh my goodness, why are you barking? We don't bark in the morning. We don't want to wake too many people up. Good morning, everyone. Hi, and welcome. It is Monday, September 26th. Wow, this month went fast. At least for me, it did. And it is also Rosh Hashanah, which is a Jewish holiday celebrating the Jewish New Year. And the thing you say to one another is Shana Tova. I'm probably not pronouncing that right. Shana Tova. Shana Tova. Maybe it's Tova. I don't know. Maybe somebody can tell me. So remember, this week is the last week in September. It's also the last week to get your name in for my giveaway for September. And it's still going on. I'm giving away. I changed the giveaways with your permission. I changed it to being the glue gun bundle with what else? With paper. So those are really good prize. We have 3 of those. Did I get your email, Diana? I have to check. I had a very, very busy weekend, and this Saturday I am going to actually be doing haunted happenings in Salem, Massachusetts. So that's what you hear in the background, my machine going, because I'm making some cards for haunted happenings. If you're local and you're going, make sure you look for me. I'll be on the Salem Common with the Create and Escape people. Actually, I think I'll be on my own for a little while in the morning. And yeah, and then later on, I think Wendy's sister's coming, and should be a lot of fun. So one thing that I am kind of delayed about is this thing that we're doing called the Community Create Challenge. We're doing this across 28 different Facebook groups, including Cricut Official group, and my groups are included in that. Although I do have quite a few groups, so I'm going to limit it to the Cricut Chat with MISSRITA Facebook group. So what is this challenge? Well, the challenge is that there'll be, I think they said 28. There'll be a lot of prizes totally. Yep, 28 winners. And there's going to be a lot of prizes. Actually, the approximate retail value for these prizes are close to $5,300. And it's going to include all of the good stuff we saw last week. So you're going to get watercolor cards and the watercolor markers. You'll get glow in the dark iron-on and vinyl glow in the dark. You'll also be getting glitter gel pens, glitter neon gel pens, opaque pens, smart vinyl, and in black, transparent, and white. So there's a lot of prizes to be had, okay? So no, Diana, the way that this works is that it doesn't have YouTube involved in it. I wish that there was a way that I could do that, but the thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the one image that is set up for being as part of the challenge. You're going to create a project using that image, and then you are going to share the image, share the project in the community, in the Cricut community, and then also in my group. And you're going to use the hashtag Cricut Community Create. That's the hashtag Cricut Community Create. Now, all this information can be found on the Cricut blog, but you can enter different groups. So if you say our friend are in Carol's Cricut Craft group, or maybe you're in Sassy Renita Crafts group, as long as you're participating by entering at least you know, like if you're going to enter into 2 groups, you have to have 2 different entries. So there's one image that I'm going to post, and it's just a very simple image of these pumpkins. I'm going to actually give you that image. Let's see, where is it? Fall Community Challenge. So here's the actual image, and it is hashtag M28048194. It's free to anyone. So when you go to Cricut, and you go to the website, look, I'm still cutting out this thing. Gosh, I wish I didn't try to cut this out beforehand. Let me see. So let me see if I can't make this smaller so that way I can actually do something here. Hold on. Yikes. You guys, new window. Okay. So let me show you what I've been working on for the Community Create, and then we'll jump into today's project, okay? But I want for you to participate in this because A, it's going to get you familiar with the community, and that's important because it's growing, and I want you involved because everybody has their own unique style, and that's what this challenge is going to highlight, everybody's unique style. So there is an image. Let me just make sure I find it. Boy, I wish I was more organized, you guys. I apologize, but I am stretched so stinking thin. All right, so I'm going to take this image, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to go to Cricut. And I think what I'll do is I'll just hit new project, and then I'm going to go to images, and I will paste that image number in. It's going to go through the images, and there it is, and it's free, and I've bookmarked it. And again, it is from an image set called Cute Fall Images. And you do need to use it in whatever form that you want to use it. Now, you don't have to use the entire thing. You can manipulate the images as much as you want. And I'm actually going to just save this as an image for Community Create, and that way you can see it on my. You can see it in my, my community thing, my community profile. All right. So what I'll do is I'll go here and I'm just going to make this public just so you can see. But again, the image number is M28048194. Jot that down. You have to put the hashtag there, by the way. It's hashtag M280489194, and you have to use some of this image. Like for me, what I'm doing is I was working on a project that I wanted to do with my pizza pan, and I don't know, I went through this whole thing and I just had such a hard time with it that I'll let you see what I'm working on. But I wanted to make like a circular sign with those images, and I started doing a lot of slicing and cutting out of things, and I then got myself super confused, but I didn't have to. I just used these images as part of my project, and then I was going to, where's my little saying? I had a little saying that said hello pumpkin. Oh, there it is. So there's hello pumpkin. So I'm still working on it. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to show you my project, but I can't win. So you guys have got to win. I can't win, and this is a huge project that's being put on with all of the Cricut product experts and influencers. You're going to see a lot of people posting about this week. So I apologize for being a little delayed on this, but wanted to show you what I was working on. So this is what I'm working on, although it's not right. It's not complete yet. Anyway. So, oh, hi, April. I'm trying so hard. April's going to have to help me, I think, because I'm trying super hard to try to figure this out. And I've been doing all kinds of like slicing and dicing. I feel like I'm like Julia Child in the kitchen because I'm like, all right, I want to use those because on Friday night, back up. Friday night, I went with my son, whose birthday it was last week. We went to a place in Malden, Massachusetts, which is kind of, I don't know, like 10 miles away from where I live. And we went to this Chinese buffet. And then, of course, I see a Dollar Tree. Now, I've been like not very lucky in Dollar Tree in Danvers. And I was told by my friend Christine that the Dollar Tree in Danvers is kind of crappy. And so she said, you got to go to any other Dollar Tree. So I'm like, all right. So I go in there and lo and behold, they had the pizza pans. So I bought like 6 of them because I don't know, because I was like, what if I need them for something else? So I was going to use the pizza pan for this image. And now I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to do this because it's kind of not working out for me. I don't know. I gotta talk to somebody. Anyway, yes, I know, April, you're away, right? You had a death in the family. So yeah. So this week is the Community Create Challenge, and the prizes, and again, these are really awesome prizes. The prizes will be handed out and announced on October 7th. Let me just check what day of the week that is. Friday. So I will announce my winner in my group, and April will announce her winner, and so forth and so on. And then I think all the winners will be sort of culled together in one post. I think that's what they're going to do. And so this is the first time we've ever done this. So go easy on us because we're learning as we go. And so you want to like get involved with this because I think it's going to be fun to see how people take these images and turn them into something creative. And again, this is all about developing the community and sharing our ideas because we're artists. We are artists and we deserve to have artistic license, and that's what Cricut is giving us with the community. Okay, so I talked long enough, and my computer's still going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my project for today, which is this adorable card. It's from Rob and Bob, and you open it up, and it features some opaque writing, which I think is just really fabulous because it's done with the brand new opaque markers. So there you go. And isn't it adorable? I even put a little pop dots there to make it look a little 2-dimensional at least, or 3-dimensional. I don't know how that goes. But so this is a card that it's just so cute and it's easy. It's a lot of paper piecing, but I wanted to highlight the inside of it because the inside I did with the opaque markers. Remember I told you with all the new stuff, I'm going to be showing you them each of the new things in separate things. So this is one of them. It's called Rob and Bob Keep Your Candy Handy Frankenstein card. So let's go into that so you can see what I did. So you'll see here, I'm going to just ungroup this. So here on this is from the original. And so it is like kind of a blue. I know that there's kind of, I saw all these fingerprints here and I was like, what's with all these fingerprints? So I tried to wipe it and it made it worse. Anyway, so this is how you would go about changing an image to use opaque material, the opaque markers. So in this image, I haven't made any changes to this project, but you'll see here on this writing, the pen is really shaded out. I think they want you to use silver here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select just over here on the right hand side where it says pen, and I am going to come up here now. See, it says pen, and there's just like a square. I think it's armadillo. Okay. So what we're going to do and this is really just for you to look at and see that it's the way you want it to be. Okay. And you could for sure just put in that opaque pen without changing it in the system. But I think it gives you an idea of how it's going to look. So I basically went to the gel pen, G for gel, 0.8 millimeter, because that's the size of those pens. These are the pens that I'm using, the opaque gel pens, and you can see on the back, no, on the side, it says 1.0 millimeter. Oh well, they've got this wrong, but it's supposed to be 1.0, and instead it's listed as 0.8. But growing pains, we're learning about this. So I can choose yellow, which is what I think I chose, and look at how it just pops right off of the Oh, I need a screen cleaner. Yeah, I do. If you if you guys if you guys know of a good screen cleaner, I don't know. I just use uh, Windex or something. Anyway, so that's all we're doing with this is we're just changing out the text. So let me show you where you get this image so that you can, if you don't want to just take my file, you can find it for yourself, because I'm all about enabling you. Or enable, is that a bad word? I don't, you say it, people say I'm enabling like it's a bad word. It's not a bad word. Anyway, I'm going to images. I'm going to image sets. I'm going to be typing in the name Rob, and it will result in 14 image sets. And we're going to go to I think it's this one, the best of Rob and Bob. And we are going to, oh, thankfully that machine has stopped. It was so loud. We're going to find it here. It's right here. And I have it bookmarked. And it's simply called Frankenstein card. We're going to add it to the canvas. And we're going to make sure it's resized. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ungroup it. And I'm going to then do an align center. So that, and I know it kind of makes it look weird, but we do this to size all pieces of the card so that they're all in proportion with one another. So once I do that, I will group it, and then I will change the size to 10 inches wide, and it will automatically, hey, I gotta take these dogs to, I don't know, some kind of behavior. All right, enough already. Enough. Santo's not here. Okay, so then I'm just changing it to the 10 by 7 so that when it's folded, it will be a 5 by 7 inch card, which will fit a regular envelope. So let's ungroup it so you can see what's in here. So the inside of the card is going to have this piece. It has a yellow piece in the back. And then here's my keep your candy handy thing. I'm going to change the pen just like I did by going up here and choosing, I guess it's gel. Yeah, yellow. Okay. And then these pieces are all of the head, and then this is the base of the card. Let me show you how these go together. And it's really simple, this paper piecing kind of project. So there's the white, and then there's 2-color green, like that, and that gives it kind of like a nifty, like contrast there. And then here's the hand, and then here is the pumpkin that you cut out the candy here. And we're going to put this together, obviously. But it's so cute. And it really is, I've done this before, but it kind of deserves its own little makeover with the opaque pen. So that's why I'm doing it again. So to cut this out, it's really not that difficult. I'm just going to show you about the pen, and then we can sort of go from there. But what I need to do is make this smaller, and I have to finish this because, of course, I need to, I don't know, double task. What's wrong with me? I don't know. All right. So this one here, we're going to just close out. All right. And then we will go to here. So when we're going to cut this, we hit make it. And you'll see all of these pieces will be cut out on the mat. And I've been cutting out, I don't know, like a lot of cards. So today I'll give away 2 of these cards because I don't want to overwhelm Shirley. Shirley is standing in for Loretta. And so I'll be giving 2 of these cards away, Shirley. There was somebody on Facebook that wanted to win this card. So if you're on Facebook today, I can't remember the name, but can you see the white mat? The white mat? Sure. So it's just like this and this, and there's the black mat. That is going to be our base of a card, which you could fit on 8.5 by 11. And then here is the one with the opaque marker. So I always make 2 of everything just because it's who I am. So that's what I do. And I'm able to fit, look, I'm able to fit these 2 pieces and use 8.5 by 11 for all of the mats. So why they didn't weld what together? I don't know. April's so crafty. Let me just tell you, she's just so awesome and so crafty. So, so here we go. There it is. And I don't know that I need to show you. I don't need to show you cutting the whole thing out, but let me show you cutting out this particular piece. Okay. The one that has the writing on it. Okay, sorry. All right, so I'm just going to take you down here and show you with this piece, although this is the wrong color. I apologize, but what did I do? I put this on a strong grip mat. You guys, stop. All right, and I'm going to be using the Opaque Gel Pens, and there's 5 of them in this package, and I think they were like $15, but remember, you get if you're a materials if you're an Access member, an Access subscriber that's premium, you get 20% off, and you can use my link and code with these as well, and that gives you an additional 10% off and free shipping over $50. So you got to believe that I did that. So we're going to use this one here. Let's see what it looks like. It says Opaque Gel Pen 1.0 yellow. So I'm going to just choose on my screen medium cardstock, and then I'm going to come over here and show you how this works. So now this actually doesn't need the scoring stylus, which I always kind of leave in my clamp A. So here is the yellow. I'm going to just put that in. Remember to support that so you don't break it, and then close it. And then it always does the writing first. So we'll watch that as that goes along. And I'm going to spider. No, come on. Spiders are fun and they're good for your garden. You know that, Babs. Um, so it's going to do the writing. The opaque looks gorgeous on black, on dark colors. I've been playing around. Can you please, can you please, can you stop it, please? I don't know why. So this is another one that I did. We'll do this next week. So this is the one I did that's a spider web, and I thought it's really cool. But the thing I did notice about this, and I think it has to do with the angles, is that it didn't write all the way. And I think it has to do with the angles. But what I wanted to show you about this here is the glitter gel pen. There's the glitter gel pen. And what else did I do this week? I did a lot of different things this week. And I thought this was really rather cool. But I was a little concerned about the gel, the opaque gel. It seems to work really, really well with like regular things, but not so well on other like that. That's a pretty massive amount of writing for that pen. And so that's something I found out. I also found out this. This is Cricut cardstock. Now, if you know, Cricut cardstock normally has a texture on one side and then it's fairly smooth on the other side. So the first time I put this in and did it, I used the textured side because it's just that's I'm so accustomed to it. But I noticed that it didn't do the letters very well. And so I thought, okay, let me turn this around and do the opposite side. So there's the textured side and there it is. So side by side, it looks so much better when you're doing it on smooth cardstock. That's just so that you know. So that's what we've learned. So let me bring you down and show you how to put this thing together. All right. So this is the card, and it really is very simple to put together. It's nice and sturdy. The one complaint about Rob and Bob cards is sometimes they don't shore up the top part, the actual top part. But I just love the way they do cards. So that's my one little complaint. So let's go ahead and put this together. I've cut everything out. And I also am going to, excuse me, I'm going to need some of these. These are called pop dots. And if you've been with me a while, you know I really love to use them. And it creates like a little bit of dimension. So that's what I did here. I didn't affix this. And I used a little bit of pop dots on the hand and on the pumpkin treat thing. So let's unpack all of this. So there's my card base. Just going to fold it at the score line. And by the way, I use my, when I make cards, I always use my scoring stylus, even though I have the maker, because I find that the stylus is just fine and doesn't warrant me having to change out the tool. But that's your prerogative. You can do whatever you want. So there's the yellow. And if you had something that was sort of, I don't know, glow in the dark or something you could use there, but I would probably shy away from using glitter because glitter has a hard time gluing, and it's always good to have glitter at the very top. So these two things are going to go in here. And I'm going to grab my double stick tape and I'm going to just place a little bit on the back of the yellow piece. So yeah, today is Rosh Hashanah, which we live in a very populated, a high Jewish population, and so we've always had the celebrations for Jewish holidays, including Yom Kippur, and so I'm not Jewish, but I've gotten used to celebrating. And by the way, if you are Jewish and you want to make a Rosh Hashanah card, there's a bunch of great images in there. As they added quite a bit since the last time I checked, because I think people just wanted it, So here we go. I tried to get my son up because he has the day off today, and I was like, "Come on, you're going to be late for school." And then I'm like, "Duh, no school today, Rita. What were you thinking?" And I was wondering when I was walking the dogs this morning. I'm wondering, like, why is there no one on the street this morning? So I go out with them at like 6 a.m, and there was just nobody around, and it's starting to be darker, later or early, I don't know, starting to be darker in the mornings. We're not changing those, are we? We're not changing the time, the clock this time around. I think they effectively canceled daylight savings time. I don't know. I heard something about that. I wonder if that's true. Do you guys know? I don't know about daylight savings time. I actually kind of think daylight savings time is kind of, I don't know, dumb. But I think a lot of people, if they did cancel it, are going to have a hard time this time going through. So there is the inside of our card. Isn't that adorable? And let's go ahead and put together our little guy. So the head is actually 4 layers because it uses the black. So it's going to go white, I believe. White, right? Yeah, white on the bottom, then dark green, and then light green together like that. And then when you put it on the black background, you see the top, and you see also the eyebrows and the mouth. So we're going to need glue for that. Odelia's in Puerto Rico, and they had a really bad storm come through. So it sounds like she is still struggling with that storm. I know Santa was going to be going to the Dominican Republic, which is where he's from originally, but he canceled his plans partially because of the storm, but also partially because my mom is moving in this week now that she is over COVID, and she's getting real anxious. She wants to move in. So that's happening this week. Mom, Ina is her name. A lot of people know her through the channel. So I'm going to just put this guy here. And I did not put glue on the ears. Don't put glue on the ears because they don't stick to anything. Okay. So Ina, I just spoke to her this morning. Ina she's kind of chomping at the bit, and wants to move, and she's all concerned. The room is not clean. I'm like, the room is clean. The last time you saw it wasn't clean, but it is now clean. And she's, is there going to be enough room for my stuff? And she's only in a studio apartment right now, so I think she's having a little hard time with kind of gauging like her stuff, because all of her stuff will definitely fit into this bedroom that she's going to be moving into. So there's that. So here's the hand. Now the hand also has this little for the cuff, this little piece. And so we'll just glue that on there. It's a nicely dressed Frankenstein monster. And I cut out the candy in this pink because I thought it was cute. and it's glitter, pink glitter. It actually comes from the Cricut pastel glitter pack that they used to have. I don't know if they still have. Um, and putting it on the yellow. And then I'm going to take the pumpkin, put that over. We have a fun week. I spent all day Saturday planning this week and next week because I knew it was going to get kind of busy for me. I'm going to the cancer center this week for my monthly treatment. So I sat down and planned out my whole 2 weeks just so, because we also have haunted happenings coming up, and I just, I didn't want to miss anything. I mean, it's just crazy week this week. But I put together a really gorgeous 2-layer sign. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm verklempt here, but I put together a 2-layer harvest sign that I found in the design space. So we're going to do that. And I'm also going to try to fix my pizza pan uh, community create challenge. And if I can't, I'm going to figure out something else to do with it. Maybe a card, but because that's what I'm good at. But I thought I would branch out and try something else. All right, so you notice that I put these double-sided pop dots is what I call them, but they're just basically foam that have these little circles over them that keep them from sticking to everything. But then you have to remove them. And I did remove from the hand as well. I mean, I did do the hand as well. So you'll see how I put this together. What? This one's not working though. Let's get another one. So just taking off these little dots. There we go. Okay, so let's put the hand on there first. And you notice I didn't put any pop dots on the hand because I wanted to sort of lace my pumpkin in there in the fingers somehow. I was thinking he might be holding it like this. So I think I like that. And I'm going to just press it down. And this is open and up, so be careful when you're putting it in the envelope. But that's it, folks. Isn't that great? That's so great. It's such a cute little card. And I think it would appeal to littles or to grands. Oh, yes. So Colleen Latimer is saying pick me. Sherry's saying pick me. Why don't we do you pick so Shirley's on, right? So Shirley's on. I'm going to pick from Facebook. I'm going to pick Tammy Bartlett. You're the winner of this card, and all you need to do is send me. Oh no, I'm not Christiana. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. I'm doing really good. Hi Nancy. So that is oh right. Crafting with April. April saying put a piece of patterned cardstock. She said yardstick, but I think she meant cardstock or vellum over the top when you're putting it in the envelope. So that's a good idea. And this will fit a regular 5 by 7 inch card. What I found about mailing cards is the thickness does matter, and sometimes you don't want this kind of card to go in the mail. So that piece of cardstock over the front is very good. But a lot of times when I bring the card with the envelope, they like do this and they press all around because they're looking for anything sticking out, and then they decide how much they're going to put on there. But I find if you write hand cancel on there, it will go through just fine with one stamp. We talked about stamp. So before. So anyway, who's our winners? Is Shirley on? Sure, I haven't seen Shirley. So if Shirley is on, Shirley will pick. Shirley, did you pick somebody? Did we see Shirley today? I'm kind of a little lost. I haven't been looking at all of that. Oh, thank you, Shirley. So Leslie and Sherry are the winners. Hi, Shirley. Hi, Bren. Okay, so Shirley and I'm sorry, Leslie and Sherry are the winners, and then on my end is Tammy, right? So we're giving away 3. So there's what you have to do whenever you win something from me. You need to send me an email to MISSRITA to the rescue at gmail.com and tell me what you won. Don't just say I won today's, because I usually wait for my mom to do all the addressing, and I haven't done any from last week. So if you say I won the Frankenstein or I won the Candy Handy, whatever you want to do, but just indicate, and then of course give me your whole address so that I can mail that out to you. And don't forget, guys, that giveaway is going on until the end of the week. I'm not going to announce the winners until Monday, October 3rd. Okay, so you have until I think it's Friday to get your name in. And remember, get your name in more than once just by going there every day and sharing something. Okay. And that is going to be, oh, I did not know that, Gail. Anything puffy can get snagged and jammed in the process. So Gail is telling us about mail, and yes, they use a lot of processing machines. So if you have it hand canceled. So Gail, no, we're not doing the Zoom on Saturday because I'm going to be at Haunted Happenings in Salem, Massachusetts. So we're not going to be able to do that this Saturday. And then I have to check with Wendy which other Saturday, but I think October 7th is going to be not October 7th. October 8th is going to be the Zoom. I know it's a little late. We kind of gotten a little late. Maybe we'll just do double on Halloween. I don't know. Yes, Penny, you do. You had trouble with Rafflecopter. I'm sorry. Good, 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 good. It is too much for me. It's too much for me because Haunted Happenings, I don't know if you guys know about this, but this is this thing. It's sort of like a grassroots thing that sort of popped up in Salem. As you know, Salem, Massachusetts is one town over from me. I live in the quieter Peabody city. And then in Salem, they get somewhere between 500,000 and 1 million people that visit Salem during Haunted Happenings, which is October 1st to the 31st. And now it's sort of just extended through the rest of the year, I guess. But they do have these festivals with all these arts and crafts and stuff. So this year, Wendy and I said, we've got to do Haunted Happenings. So I'm going to be bringing some of my cards, and she's going to be bringing her signs, and we're going to have a grand old time. So that's it for today. Tomorrow, I'm so excited about tomorrow. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of what it looks like. You know, I'm doing my back porch over. It's not quite done. So this is from the stairs, and I stole it from Santo. It's a 1 by 6 or 7. Yeah, it's a 1 inches deep, 7 inches, and then it's about 30 inches long. And look what I did. I used that brand new Smart metallic mat, and then I went back and put the letters in there, and it's going to look so stunning on my porch. And so we're going to do that tomorrow. Then Wednesday, I wrote everything down. Wednesday, we're doing the community challenge. And then Thursday, we're doing a really cool melting banner. That's also from Rob and Bob. And then on Friday, we're doing this little gem. Let me show you this. This is another card that I did. This is what I was cutting out actually. And I was thinking about putting this pattern paper, but I didn't like the way it looked. And this is iron on, by the way. This is glitter iron on that I did. So inside it says cheers witches, and this one doesn't have the inside there yet, but I used this sparkle paper, and I think the sparkle paper really makes it look awesome. So that is going to be that's going to work out really well. Yeah, I don't know. I really like this because it said witch on it, and it's supposed to be two witches, but I think it's a little too busy and dark, and I just love the sparkle. So we're going to do that with the sparkle paper. Okay. So that's it for me for today, guys. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you again tomorrow to make that sign. That sign, it's big enough that it can be done on smart material in my Maker 3. So that's what we're going to work on. I might move over to the other side so I have more room, but you'll see me again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. All right. And thank you, everyone. Yes. Same here, Gail. I did go kind of kooky on the glitter iron on this time of year, but it's really fun, really fun to work with on, iron on cardstock is the best kept secret, I think, because it's just really a fabulous result and just gorgeous. Anyway, have a great day, everyone, and we will see you again tomorrow at 9 o'clock for our sign. Okay, take care and have a great day. Get some crafting in. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.